When we discussed how we evaluate the quality of art, we noticed that our judgments show if we like that work of art or not. Making the discriminating judgment both favorable and unfavorable is art criticism. We all make art criticism by applying our personal experience, knowledge, and feeling. However, professional art critics tend to follow one or more of these theories to evaluate artworks. Formal theories focus on formal qualities of work of art. Contextual theories are focusing on more like social or cultural situation. And expressive theory is more about like artist expression, like that. So let's look at these theories more closely with some examples. The formal theories focus on the formal quality of a work of art. It's just straightforward, right? Formal means like form of the work of art, like the use of lights, the use of colors, or use of lines, or how the artist arranged these visual elements to deliver certain messages or imply certain meanings. So, like, they focus on the composition of the work or how it shows originality, like styles, or how it may have been influenced by other works. So, like the changing or shifting styles, and also how it influences other artists. So, like very innovative or creative idea is applied, and it changed later artist's mind or artist's idea about composing or arranging elements in the work of art. Okay? So let's look at these paintings. The subject of these paintings is Judith and Holofernes. The biblical story about a Jewish heroine, Judith, and Assyrian general Holofernes was a very popular art subject from the Renaissance and Baroque periods. Let me tell you the story briefly. Judith was a rich and beautiful Jewish widow living in the city of Bethulia. The Assyrian king sent his general Holofernes to Bethulia to subdue his enemy, the Jews. At that time, the Jews were losing their hope of victory, so considering surrender. However, Judith had a different idea. When she heard the town people's decision, she dressed in her finest dress and visited Assyrian's camp to see Holofernes. She told Holofernes that she knew when the city should be attacked, so he was pleased not only by the information but also by her beauty. Later night, in a banquet, Holofernes invited Judith because of his desire of her. At the party, he was happy and drank more than usual. Judith was waiting for him to fall asleep. Eventually, Holofernes became unconscious, so Judith could cut off his head. She put his head in a sack that her maid brought and took it to her town. It encouraged her town people to raid the Assyrian camp and drive the enemy away. Now, let's look at these two paintings to see how the formal quality of these paintings tell the same story differently. Let's look at the left one. Andrea Mantegna's Judith with the head of Holofernes shows the aftermath. So she already cut his head and she's putting his head into the sack. In this painting, she is depicted like a Greek goddess. Her like a pose. This is called contrapposto. We will learn later. And this pose and her body composition kind of shows the Renaissance artist's interest in classical art styles. And also, the composition of this painting more emphasize the importance of Judith. Let's look at this. It's pretty symmetrical, like here, right? Curtains are like this way. So the inside of the tent is dark, right? Dark, and covered with bright pink curtains. So viewers are led to this part where the main situation is going on. And Judith is the biggest figure here, so it means that she's the most important figure here. And her posture is like Greek goddess. So she is like a goddess. She saved the Jews in this town. So Mantegna used this composition and symmetrical balance to emphasize the importance of her and drew people's attention to the center in this way. Although the lights of her body or her servants and this tent are pretty close, like kind of same shades, but still we tend to look at the center first. Okay, let's look at the Caravaggio's painting, on the other hand. This one was painted in the late 16th century, which is the Baroque era. So Baroque painters wanted to create more dramatic scenes by using very contrasting lighting here. So Judith here and Holofernes are very bright, and the background is almost like just a pitch dark. We can see some kind of drapery here, but we don't know what's going on behind them. So it doesn't show the situation in the tent, right? And also by highlighting these characters way brighter than other side, the viewers pay more attention to this part. So it's like, you're sitting in a theater and suddenly the stage got darker and the pin lights are turned on. So it's kind of like emphasizing those actor and actress, right? So that's what Baroque painters wanted to create, this kind of theatrical scene, like dramatic scene of this moment. So compared to the Mantegna's painting, Caravaggio's painting delivers the tension or the drama or the energy during that period, that like this situation, more strongly. Okay, so that's how the art critics pay attention to the formal quality by using like formal theories. Just they don't think about this. I explained a little bit of the social context, but that's how they developed the styles, innovated. So earlier Renaissance wanted to have more classical art qualities, and later during the 16th century, Baroque artists wanted to create more dramatic scenes. So we see these differences. So when we judge, not we, the professional art critics judge these two paintings or each one, they apply that theory. Oh yeah, Baroque painters used this contrasting lights and darks to emphasize that drama. Or Mantegna displays the quality of Renaissance value, like classical art value, really well.